Hi and welcome to my channel. So a few days ago, I shared a video on here celebrating the fact that the UK government has approved visas for 55,000 unskilled overseas workers to move to the UK this 2023. Obviously, that is amazing news. And following that video, I've had so many messages from many of you asking me what the requirements are for this particular visa. So don't think I've ignored your messages, but I thought I should just do a video talking about the requirements for this particular visa so that everybody is aware. One of the things that people are also asking is, can I come with my family? Can I bring my family to the UK on this visa? Another thing is, can I study in the UK? Can I extend it in the UK? What else can I do if I use this visa to come to the UK? Can I change or switch later on to become a nurse, to work as a midwife? So I'm going to be covering all of that in this video. What are the requirements? Who is this visa for? What do you get? How much does it cost? How to apply? Is it good? Is it bad? You're going to have to make that decision depending on the information, obviously, that I'm going to be providing in this particular video. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I really do hope that you're finding this information helpful, you're able to implement, and that it is able to help you, to improve your own life, whether you're already in the UK or you're still planning to move to the UK, because I'm here to find you the best and the most cost-effective ways of moving to the UK so that you don't spend thousands of pounds to move to this beautiful country and be in debt, money that you may not even be able to save when you get to the UK. So I'm all about bringing you the most up-to-date information on ways to move to the UK, but most importantly, how to progress in your career once you get to the UK. Because look, moving to the UK is a challenge, but thriving in this country is going to be an even bigger challenge, but you only appreciate that once you get here. So that's why I'm on a mission to make sure that I'm supporting you with that. So if you check the comment section below, you're going to see a link to my newsletter. If you join the newsletter, then I send information directly to your inbox so that you don't miss out relying on the YouTube algorithm. You don't know what changes they've had. You need to go through so many YouTube videos. I send that information directly to you so that it is easily accessible, readily accessible, and there for you to make use of. So if you check the comment section below, you see a link to that newsletter. All you need to do is click on it, drop your name and email. It's even going to take you up to 20 seconds and you're part of that newsletter. So I'm looking forward to communicating with you through that particular newsletter. So this particular visa, obviously, that we're talking about, yes, for 2023, the UK government has approved, these unskilled worker visas already for people to move to the UK. But is this really a good visa to use and move to the UK? I don't know. That's going to be your decision to make. The good thing about this visa is that you don't require IELTS to move to the UK, which is something that many people are concerned about, but also you do not require any degree to move to the UK using this visa. Neither do you require any form of experience whatsoever. So you don't need any experience, any skill within the sector, and it mainly covers farming, horticulture, fruits, poultry as well. So those are the unskilled jobs as per the name. It should give you an idea and clues on what this visa is all about. So the first thing I'm going to say is, obviously, you don't require IELTS, you don't require any degree, you don't require experience. So whether you've worked in farming, it really doesn't matter. The truth is that no one is really interested. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that this particular visa has very tight deadlines, which means you need to apply specific times of the year. For example, with the carer visa or nursing or midwifery, you can apply anytime that you've got the requirements. With the visit visa, you can apply anytime. But with this particular visa, there are specific dates of the year by which you need to apply, which means that it is a seasonal worker visa. And because it is a seasonal worker visa, you're going to have the visa for a specific period of time as well. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I do want you to hit subscribe right now. Turn on the notification button so you're the first person to be notified when I drop a new video on here every day. And yes, I do commit myself to dropping a new video on YouTube every single day because I'm making that commitment to you to make sure that I bring to you all the latest updates that are happening in the UK so you never miss out on any important information that is there to support you to thrive, to grow, to excel, and to achieve your dreams of either moving to the UK or, if you're already in the UK, that career progression. So it's a seasonal worker visa, like I've said, which means that it is not a permanent visa, which is something that you must know about this visa if you're applying. A seasonal worker visa is, so if you apply to work in poultry, There are specific months, it's only from October to December, so that is 3 months, which means that you're going to get a UK visa to work for 3 months. If you apply to work in the farming industry, that's fruits, veg, horticulture, that's flowers, then you're going to get a visa for 6 months. You can only work in the UK for those 6 months. If you want to study, at a university, for example, you will not be able to use that visa to study in the UK. But most importantly, and I think the worst thing about this visa, because obviously it's a seasonal worker visa, it's a temporary visa, you're not able to bring your family to the UK with this visa. Because if they're giving you a visa for 3 months or a visa for 6 months, why would you want to bring your family, with you to the UK for 3 months and then know that there's nothing else you can do after that? It's not really worth it. So this visa does not enable you to bring your family with you to the UK. If you've got any questions, I want to leave them in the comment section below. I'll join you there to answer those questions. If there's something that is private and you think, I want to ask this to Melvis, but it is kind of private. Again, you can use my newsletter. I may not respond immediately. It depends on what I'm doing, if I'm at work. Because in case you don't know, my name is Melvis. Obviously, I work as an advanced nurse practitioner. So I'm a senior nurse here in the UK. So I'm always busy. I work full time. Obviously, I'm a mom. I've got kids. I've got a few side businesses that I manage. I also have work from home opportunities. So I do quite a lot of things. So sometimes if I'm not able to reply to a message, there's no need to send all the profanities and be like, oh, Melvis, you've ignored my message. Just know I'll get to it when I can. Otherwise, I just do a video like this if many people are asking the same question. I also, by the way, have a private coaching program where I support with career progression in the UK. So if you're a nurse, midwife, carer, student nurse, prospective student nurse, because the truth is, healthcare has the best opportunities in the UK. If you're an immigrant, I'm not saying that healthcare is the only thing you can do, but I'm saying that it is the best thing for many of us because it comes with flexibility, which means if you're a nurse or a carer, you can work nights, you can work weekends, you can work set days. There's that flexibility. Other professions do not have that. And look, many of us have kids. We struggle with childcare. We struggle with, we don't have our families here in the UK with us. We've come from other countries. And because of that, childcare can be very expensive. So choosing a sector like healthcare that comes with that flexibility where you can work night shifts, you can work day, you can swap with your friends or with your partner, with your husband, your wife, it makes a massive difference. And so I support people to get, visa sponsorship jobs within healthcare, clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs. And in case you're not aware, non-clinical healthcare jobs in the UK, you don't require any degree, any experience whatsoever to get those jobs. And many of them pay more than nursing. And this is something that I spend time trying to highlight to people, trying to say, look, if you're applying for career jobs, there are other options. There are other options that you can apply for. But of course, you do need to be patient. You need to be resilient. You need to follow due process. It doesn't, you don't get a visa in a day. It does take time to do that. Whether you're already in the UK or out, it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. It's the same process. And so I support with all of that. If you're a carer and you're looking for career progression in the UK, you want to transition into nursing, midwifery, medicine, I can support you with that journey. Or you're just changing jobs. If you're a nurse, you're looking for career progression pathways, again, I can support you with that process. You want to get into healthcare as somebody with no experience. You don't need to have prior experience to do that. Again, I can support you. Courses, you want to study nursing, there are so many pathways to study nursing. Some are funded, which means that you get paid actually to study those courses. Others you have to pay. Again, I can support you find the best pathway for your personal circumstances. So if you check the about section of this YouTube channel, you're going to see a link to my private coaching program, Nursing Career Bootcamp. And if this is something that you're keen on, please do join. And if you're looking for seasonal visa worker jobs, which is what I'm talking about in this video, I have people saying, oh, Melvis, can I join your coaching program for this? No, you don't need to join my program if all you want is to get these seasonal worker visas. I do not support with that. First, because the visa is for 3 months, 6 months, you're not able to bring your family. And secondly, which is a major factor with this seasonal worker visa. Previously, there were only 2 companies that were allowed to recruit, overseas, candidates to work in this particular sector. One of them has lost the ability to recruit overseas, and that's because of malpractice, because it was reported to the government, the UK government, that this particular company was charging candidates, ridiculous amounts of money to get a visa for just 3 months. By the time you get to the UK, work for 3 months, how much do you think you're going to earn? If you've paid £10,000 for a visa, you work for 3 months doing an unskilled job, picking fruit and veg, and if they pay you, I don't know, £2,000 per month, it means that in the 3 months you've made £6,000. So does it make any sense paying £10,000, for example, to have such a visa? I can tell you that it's not worth it. If you've got all that money, come to the UK as a student. Better still, apply for jobs yourself on Indeed. That's what I say. You don't even need to join my program if you're looking for jobs and you're like, oh my God, Melvis, I don't want to spend any kobo, because look, my program is not free. It's £79, which I believe anybody can afford. Well, some people can't afford it, but you can apply for jobs yourself on Indeed. You don't need to pay anything to anybody. You don't need anything else. Just go there, make sure that you read the job description, person specification. You're able to adapt your CV to that, and spot on. I can assure you, you'll get a job. It's gonna take time. It takes time either way, but so there's no need saying, oh, I don't have money, so I'm not able to travel to the UK. Traveling to the UK is so expensive. No, you need to apply for jobs yourself. You need to use the time that you've got to find those jobs, and yes, you will get one. So that's all I'm going to say. And I've done videos on here about where to find jobs, how to apply, interview preparation, all sorts of things to help you. These are all free resources. There are also many people on here on YouTube, for example, that have amazing information that you can help yourself with. You need to make use of those resources, because that's what it's all about. But if you need my tailored, personalized, individualized support, then I do that through my private coaching program. But like I've said, it's for healthcare, nursing, carers, midwives, student nurses, and prospective student nurses. Because then I know that it is a very lucrative career path in the UK. That is something that I've done myself, and I understand how incredibly satisfying, fulfilling, and the opportunities that come with those particular pathways in the UK. So again, I'm looking forward to hearing who is going to get the new contract, obviously, to recruit these overseas applicants for the unskilled worker visa. Once I find out, I'm going to share that on here. But as of now, I don't think that contract has been awarded yet. I've been checking. So again, if somebody tells you that they're going to give you a job as a seasonal worker visa, you need to be very wary, because like I've said, there are only specific companies that offer visa sponsorship for this particular sector. It is not like care, for example, where there are many care homes, many hospitals, many nursing homes. For this particular visa, it doesn't quite work like that. So you need to be very careful. Obviously, if you're parting ways with your hard-earned money, with people promising you that are going to get you a visa to move to the UK as an unskilled worker, it is incredibly challenging, because it is not open to everybody. Everybody does not have access to recruit within this sector. And like I said, the government hasn't awarded the contract for this year, so I'm still waiting to see who is going to win that contract, to recruit those overseas workers. And you can only go through those specific people to get visa sponsorship. That's the difference. So again, in terms of cost, how much does it cost? So the visa itself, you need to pay just over £200 to get the visa. So it's not really expensive. But the most important thing is that you need to have at least £1,270, obviously, in your bank account for at least 28 days before the day you're actually applying for the visa, which means that if you're applying, you need to already have that money in your account. Otherwise, you would not be able to get the visa. But because you've watched till now, I'm going to give you a hack on how to actually get this. So and by the way, if you're enjoying this content, I want you to just like the video. It lets me know you're enjoying content like this, and obviously I should do more. Are you going to implement? Again, leave a comment in the comment section and say, Melvis, I will implement, because I want to know that I'm not taking all this time to do all these videos for nothing, while you're just not going to bother at all. So if you tell your employer, obviously, to certify maintenance on your certificate of sponsorship, then you don't need to show any evidence of any money whatsoever. That's then just going to be covered naturally. So it is really good. And then the only thing you need to do is pay the 200 and something pounds for your visa application. So that's all you need to spend really on this particular visa. But do know that it's going to be for 3 months or 6 months, and you're not able to change that visa while you're in the UK to a work visa, or let me say to a permanent work visa, so you can bring your family with you, for example. Neither are you able to change it from within the UK to a student visa so that you can begin to study in the UK. So take it as an opportunity to come to the country, have a look around, have a feel, use it as a holiday. That's what I always advise. Do you like the place? Because to be honest, the UK is great, but it's not great for everybody. You know what I mean? It's full of opportunities. People are different. Some people are going to moan and say, oh no, it's not for me. So maybe you can use this as an opportunity to see what it's on offer. what is in it for you, and then you're making those informed decisions then if you want a permanent visa. But I can assure you that the opportunities in the UK are far better than most countries that many of us actually come from. But you've got to assess your personal circumstances and decide, is it best for you, is it not? So I do hope that you found this information helpful. Obviously, as I get more information and the government provides more information about this particular pathway, I'll bring it over here to you. But for now, that's really what is available. We know that the visas have been approved for this year, but we're still waiting who is going to get the contract to be able to recruit those overseas candidates, because it hasn't been finalized yet. That's what I'm saying. So be careful if you're paying money to people. I don't even want people joining my private coaching program for this particular visa, like I'm saying, because it's so specific who can provide visa sponsorship that it's not really open out there in the market for anybody to just apply. So you need to make sure that you're doing your due diligence, you're researching properly, thoroughly, doing that, networking, making sure that if you're applying, it is the right, legit UK and government approved recruiter for this particular type of visa. So thank you. I hope you found this helpful. I've done lots of videos about other types of visas to move to the UK, for free. Companies that are recruiting in various positions, care, nursing, interview preparation. So share this with anybody that is going to help them, so that they're aware of the information. They know the good, the bad, the ugly about this particular visa, and they can make a more informed choice, a more informed decision about what they really want to do. And leave a comment as a mail visa will implement. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you do want to hit subscribe. If you haven't joined the newsletter, check the comment section below and join the newsletter so that I can send that information directly to your inbox, or join my private coaching program if you're keen on healthcare. So keep watching the videos, and I'll see you in the next video.